Hey guys, what is up? It is I, James Penrose, here for my next video on my channel. And this video is going to be the video I promised that you guys have been wanting me to do. It's going to be my official WWE Hell in a Cell 2014 review. The pay-per-view has just concluded. As for the pay-per-view, do know I missed the first two matches of the show, because in the UK it starts at 1 AM. I woke up and it was like 1:45 and I'm thinking, oh, I've got 15 minutes, I'll put the stream on and it'll be alright. Well, actually, do know in late October, the clocks actually go back an hour, so I'm realising it actually starts at midnight in the UK, so I ended up missing, because of that, the first two matches of the show. I ended up missing the 2 out of 3 falls match between Dolph Ziggler and Cesaro for the IC title. I heard that Dolph Ziggler ended up retaining the IC title by winning 2-0 in the falls. I'm assuming I can't say whether it was a good match or not, but I'm just assuming that, you know, once you hear those two names, you're going to hear a good match, and that's probably what we got. I also missed the Divas match between Nikki and Brie Bella. Nikki Bella won. Really don't give two shits about that, to be honest with you. So I don't regret missing that match, but I regret missing the IC title match, because that probably was a good match. When I turned the stream on, I ended up watching... well, the first match I didn't end up watching was the WWE Tag Team Championship match. It was Goldust and Stardust defending their tag team titles against the Usos. Decent match at best, you know, not as good as their Night of Champions match, but still, you name these two tag teams and you know that you're gonna get a good match. It's not gonna be complete shit right off the bat, you think. I don't know why, but throughout the match I was fearing that the Usos were gonna win. To be honest, I didn't want the Usos to win, because right now WWE's playing hot potato with their mid-card titles, you know, or the tag team titles. I don't know how to throw them on, right? So I'm glad that Goldust and Stardust won. It makes more sense. It raises that prestige more. And I say you keep running with Goldust and Stardust till, I'm going to say, till WrestleMania. I mean, that would really, really get them going. I mean, just till Royal Rumble, you know, give them a fairly legitimate reign. Because right now that's what you're doing, and that's a thumbs up to that. And it was a very good match. Surprised, like I said, that Goldust and Stardust won. I was not expecting them to win whatsoever. The Usos, I can see them having a rematch again at Survivor Series, which... I don't know. I'm going to say don't do that, because really, do you want to see them go for a third time? I don't really want to see that, to be honest with you. I mean, I won't complain too much because they do work good matches, but third time, I don't want to see it. So, Goldust and Stardust winning, that's a good thumbs up there. What was the next match? Next match, I believe, was the first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches. John Cena versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match, where the winner goes to face Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I was going into this expecting a 5-star shit fest. That's what I was expecting. Did we get that? It was better than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that much. It was better than what I thought it was going to be. Randy Orton... Fuck, I'm just so sick and tired of seeing him bloody Super Cena get dominated for the majority of the match, and at the end, he comes back like nothing's fucking happened to him and gets Super Cena going, and an attitude adjustment off the table, 1, 2, 3. Like, he makes Hell in a Cell matches, Last Man Standing matches, I Quit matches. He makes all these gimmick matches so cartoony, you know, so unrealistic. It's stupid, I'm telling you. Like, the match was good. I was enjoying the match. You know, I like the spot where Cena's going to go for the 5 moves to doom. He's going to go for the shoulder block. As he jumped, boom, RKO out of nowhere. I thought that was it right there. And I loved the false finishes in the match at the end. Had me thinking, oh, is Randy Orton actually going to win? Is Cena going to win? Because I went into this match, in the predictions video, I said... maybe a double pinfall, a double submission or something like that, and that will lead to a triple threat at Survivor Series. I thought that would have made more sense, but instead, we have John Cena beat Randy Orton, and now it's probably likely that at Survivor Series, he'll be going up against Brock Lesnar again. And I have pros and cons about this. The pro is that it makes sense, because Cena, you know, had that controversial ending at Night of Champions, and, you know, really, we never would have known if Cena would have won had Seth Rollins not interfered. So that makes sense, but then again, the cons about this is, really, for the 4th time, Cena and Lesnar, no stipulation, just a regular match for the title. I don't know, there has to be a stipulation involved. Like, last time, it got away with it, but this time, you need to have a stipulation involved. Like, I say, I don't know, maybe 3 stages of Hell match, that would be good. Ambulance match, something like that. You know, something, at least where Cena doesn't make the match look so cartoony, you know? And so unrealistic, where he's Super Cena all the time. Because we saw Super Cena tonight, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Like, the match was good, but I just didn't like the ending. Didn't like the ending. Like, the attitude adjustment through the table. Like, if you would have had Randy Orton kick out or that would have been cool, but no. But, good match. It wasn't great, but still had me on the edge of my seat. What was the next match? The next match, I believe, was for the... I'm just going off memory now. Next match was for the United States Championship, Sheamus against The Miz. What I didn't really like about this match is, well, it's not like it's a really big letdown or anything, but it's just for the fact that it felt like Damien Mizdow was overshadowing the actual wrestlers in the match. Like, don't get me wrong, it was funny to see what he was doing, airing punches, like falling on his ass constantly when The Miz was getting taken down by Sheamus. Like, that was funny as hell, but at the same time though, it was overshadowing what the wrestlers were doing in the ring. And they did have a good match, to be honest with you. I was enjoying the wrestling, to be honest. And it just felt like Damien Mizdow was just completely overshadowing what was going on. I mean, in one sense that's a good thing because he's over with the crowd, and he's won me over with this gimmick, because to be honest I didn't like it at first. I thought it was a joke, but now it really has grown on me and I'm very entertained with how it's going. But then again, man, you need to keep it equally balanced in terms of, you know, what you're focused on. Are you focused on one guy that's not even in the match, or are you focused on the actual match with two wrestlers delivering a good match? You know, you get the idea basically. The end result was Sheamus retaining the United States Championship over The Miz, which I don't agree with. I think it was the wrong outcome. You should have given it to The Miz. Sheamus as United States Champion, I'm not buying it, man. I'm just not buying it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. I don't buy it. Give Sheamus another guy to feud with, because really I don't like him as US champ. The Miz should have won in my opinion, and I love the funny segment at the end, how, you know, when Miz and Damien Mizdow are on the floor, and when Sheamus raises the Miz arm, Damien Mizdow's arm goes up, and everything the Miz does, Damien Mizdow does, you know, where he was standing up like, you know, just walking around like this, and Miz and Damien Sandow would do the same thing by Sheamus, you know, forcing that. Like, that was funny as hell. Match was good, wrong outcome though in my opinion. Next match, I believe, was the Divas Championship match between AJ Lee and Paige. Oh, fuck. Like, it's good that we have a Divas feud that, you know, we are semi-interested in now, whereas back in the day they didn't give two shits back in 2010. You know, they just flushed the Divas division down the toilet then. Whereas now, we're actually getting them shown on the pay-per-views now and defending their titles. But the match, I'm just telling you, I was not into it one damn bit. Was not into it at all. I'm glad AJ Lee won. That made more sense, because now they're not playing hot potato with the championship now. You know? They're actually having a champion that can defend it on the pay-per-view and win and make it mean something, you know? Like, if they would have thrown it on Paige again, that would have made no sense, and I'd be like, wow, really? You're going to keep playing hot potato? That's going to get stale. Like, it is getting stale. But, well, it was until tonight, because AJ Lee retained, and now I think they're going to go a lot further with her in this title reign. I mean, who else are you going to feud her with after this pay-per-view? I mean, who else are you going to have? Alicia Fox? No, she's boring and bland. Oksana? No, I think she's released now. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But nonetheless, shit match. Don't really care about that. What I do care about, though, was the main event. Main event. Oh, main event. Holy fucking shit. I did not expect... Like I said in my predictions video, something big's going to happen in this match. Honestly, like, before the match even happened, man, I'm telling you, you have Dean Ambrose climbing on top of the cell, and when Seth Rollins comes out with the security, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, Seth Rollins is like, you two, get up there and get him down here now. And when Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury get up top of the cell, Dean Ambrose attacks them both with the kendo stick, and then Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, and they both go back and forth until the big spot where Seth Rollins is trying to get down the cell, and Dean Ambrose catches him halfway down the cell, and when they're halfway up top of the cell, they're both fighting, they get headbutts, they're hitting each other on their heads at the cell, and then all of a sudden, they both go flying down through both announcers' tables at the same time, halfway up the cell, about 10-15 feet high. Holy motherfucking shit, that was an epic spot right there. I marked out, honestly, and the match didn't even start at this point, and we're getting one epic OMG moment like that. Oh my god, like, I think it would have made more sense to have the match start and then them do it, but then again, it just shows that they can make this Hell in a Cell match mean something. Even though it might not be for a stipulation, they can still make the match mean something. I mean, look at the Lumberjack match. We bitched and moaned about that, saying, out of all the matches you can put them on, a Lumberjack match. But no, they made it, they delivered, and they made it mean something. We saw stuff in the Lumberjack match that we'd never seen before, and this Hell in a Cell match was no different. They really upped their game. I was at the point where I was like, what, really? They're going to end it there? Where the stretchers come out and they both get put on the stretch, so I'm thinking, no, this can't end here, the match never even happened, the bell didn't ring, no, there's got to be something else. And yes, there was something else when Dean Ambrose got up, attacked Seth Rollins, he got him in the cell, and then the bell finally did ring, and what happened from there was brilliant. Just brilliant. Wasn't the longest Hell in a Cell match, but for the time that they had inside the Hell in a Cell was just tremendous. How they kept going back and forth, back and forth. Kane got in the mix, you know, where, you know, he hit that fire extinguisher at Dean Ambrose's face, you know, where he was just, you know, well, he basically hit him outside the cell, basically. And the ending was one that I didn't see coming. Like, I knew they were building Bray Wyatt up these past few weeks with these promo packages, but I did not know that he was going to be making an impact in returning tonight, because this return for Bray Wyatt was fucking epic. Fucking epic. You have the lights go out when Dean Ambrose is just about to win the match, because he gets the cinder blocks out and he's about to curve stomp Seth Rollins through the cinder blocks. As he hits the ropes, all of a sudden, boom, lights go out, and you can hear Bray Wyatt's voice speaking in tongues constantly, and this happens for a good 20 to 30 seconds. And when the lights come back on, you see the lantern. It's a power out. You can see the lighters on the phones outside, you know, with the people lighting up their phones in the background. That was fucking epic. It was dark, and you could see the spotlight in the middle of the ring with the lantern, and the smoke keeps coming back, and you could see an image of Bray Wyatt in the smoke, if I remember correctly. I mean, I could see an image in there somewhere. Lights go back off just after Bray Wyatt, you know, appears and clotheslines Dean Ambrose. The lights come back on. Bray Wyatt's doing his creepy, eerie pose off the ropes. You know, he's doing that creepy spider walk and hits almost like a choke slam, rock bottom combined into one in a way. It's like it looks like a choke slam but a rock bottom at the same time, if you know what I mean. I don't know what he calls that, but it's a great move, and Seth Rollins ended up beating Dean Ambrose because of that. And then afterwards, when the match was over, Bray Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail on Dean Ambrose, setting up for, thank fucking God, a feud between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. The guy that has the whole world in his hands, this evil, sadistic character Bray Wyatt, versus the lunatic fringe guy that is unstable Dean Ambrose. These two fit fucking perfectly together. These guys match up like peanut butter and fucking jelly. Thank you, WWE. Honestly, I couldn't think of anyone better with Bray Wyatt to feud with now than Dean Ambrose. Because I had a feeling that that's what they wanted back last month, but they was like, you know what? We have these plans for Bray Wyatt, but right now we can't do it because Dean Ambrose is doing his thing with Seth Rollins. And this was their way of setting up the feud with Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, and I think that's just genius. Pure genius. So good thumbs up to that ending. So overall, this pay-per-view definitely had its ups and downs, in my opinion. It wasn't the greatest, but it had some positives with it. The negatives I've already mentioned, like the Bella's feud and the Bella's match, don't give a shit about. The Divas title match, don't care about. Big Show and Rusev, really, did I even talk about the Big Show and Rusev match? Did I? I don't think I did. Well, either way, it was shit. So other than that, this has been my review on Hell in a Cell. It definitely had some good moments, but it also had some bad moments that I didn't really like. But all of a sudden, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It was not bad at all. So, other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Alex Wilkinson, Connor Kenway, GDM Rocker 97, aka George Moore. Their links to their channel will be down in the description. And yeah, I don't know what else to expect on tomorrow night's Raw. I mean, tomorrow night's Raw will be pretty good. It looks like now we're going to have Brock Lesnar, John Cena again for the title at Survivor Series. Like I said, you need an added stipulation if you're going to do that match, because one-on-one singles again for the title, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. So other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm James Penrose. All I can say is, peace out, my brothers.